Hello and welcome. My name is Joshua M. And today I want to talk to you about 5 tricks that you can use to help you out when your friends and your family don't want to do the diet that you do. So let's jump right into it. Tip number 1, inform them before you show up. And think about maybe bringing a dish. A lot of times people don't realize that you're on a diet, and just a simple, call before the gathering or calling before the event and talking to them and informing them about what you can eat or what you're allowing yourself to eat can make an absolutely massive difference. Maybe they'll prepare something, like for example, if you're on the ketogenic diet, they'll prepare something that doesn't have any carbs, and then you can eat that at the gathering. Or, if for some reason they don't want to do that, then bring your own dish. You know what you can eat. Make something that works for you and bring that. Tip number 2. Reassure them. A lot of people out there don't diet or don't know much about dieting or have never really been too interested in doing a diet, and so they just don't know. It can go a long way to reassure them that what you're doing is effective, it's going to work, and that it's your choice. It's something that you want to do. And stand up to food pushers. Oftentimes, people who push food will back down. They're going to tell you to eat. They're going to tell you look skinny. They might insult you a little bit, or they might say, "You're such a big person. You need to have more food to eat." Simply standing up to them and saying no, and maybe you have to convince them more than saying no, but eventually they'll back down. People don't want to cause a scene. People don't want to make you or other people at the table uncomfortable. So when somebody's pushing food on you, just say no. Tip number 3, conversation. When people are eating at the dinner table, it's a very social thing, and they want you to feel like you're included. And if you're not included, if you're just sitting there staring at your phone, it's going to make them feel uncomfortable. So oftentimes telling a story, conversing about a topic that you're passionate about, or just engaging in any kind of conversation with the other people at the dinner table can go a long way to distracting them from realizing that you're not eating. And it'll still make them feel like you're part of the group. So I highly recommend that you do some conversation, especially if you're fasting. If you're doing a ketogenic diet too, that can also work out as well, because you can distract them from you not eating carbs or not eating certain dishes on their table. And be respectful. When somebody makes a dish and you don't want to eat it, you don't have to make a big fuss about it. just politely decline. And if they ask why you decline, you can inform them that you're on a ketogenic diet and that you're not, it's not okay, that you've made the decision not to eat carbohydrates. And in that case, a lot of people will accept that, they'll respect that decision, and maybe they'll even ask you a question, and it can lead to an informational conversation with that person. Tip number 4. Now this tip is primarily for if you're doing alternate day fasting, but it can go a long way if you don't want to eat in general, if people are having snacks. Having a drink. So what I mean by that is a diet-friendly drink. For example, when people want to have a meal and I'm on a fasting day, oftentimes I will get a cup of coffee, or I will get a iced tea or something like that, and I'll sit down and drink that with them. And I'll also, employ some of the other tips that I just mentioned, like conversing with them and that kind of thing. And what that does is oftentimes it makes them feel like you're making an effort to connect with them during a mealtime. It's still that social binding and gathering kind of a situation. And so I found that can go a long way to helping other people understand that you're not just, being mean to them. You're there and you're engaging with them, and you want to be there, and you're not uncomfortable, and you're not feeling like you can't eat, but you're happy to be there and you want to engage with that person, even though you're not engaging in mealtime by eating. For the last tip, believe in yourself. I mean, this is a lifestyle change. This is a big deal. This is a big diet. At the end of the day, you're doing this, and I'm doing this to help myself, to promote a long life, be able to get up and move, be able to do all the things that I can't do when I was 300 pounds that I'll be able to do when I'm finally at a thin place. Don't let other people distract you. Don't let other people take away from you the things that you're working so hard to do. And if that makes some people uncomfortable, then accept that. You're not doing this for them, you're doing this for you. And at the end of the day, this is something that is going to be helpful for you and potentially change your life. Alright, so thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel. I'll be producing more videos as time goes on, and if there's any topics you're interested in or anything you'd like to know pertaining to alternate day fasting or ketogenic, drop a comment, ask me a question. I would love to make some more content based on questions that you guys have. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.